So let's talk about something that a lot of people don't often discuss. What about those people who are in relationships but still feel lonely inside the relationship? Rochelle?
That kind of loneliness is so real. So many of us go through that.
Really?
Like you can be physically next to someone but feel emotionally unseen. And I've been through that. I have.
What does that feel like?
Girl, sometimes, let me give you an example, right? So let's say we're in a relationship 4 to 5 years or whatever duration. And that person still doesn't know my love language. They're loving me in their love language and not in mine. And I feel like if you're really into somebody and you're pursuing somebody, you need to love them in their love language.
Agreed.
Right? So for instance, if I say my love language is physical touch, I expect there to be a lot of intimacy in the relationship, right? And that is one of, I'm just giving an example, but I feel like that is one of the reasons why a lot of people feel lonely in the relationship, because they're not being loved the way they need to be loved.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like when you're dating somebody or pursuing somebody, you need to understand what they need to feel loved, and don't love them the way that you need to be loved. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Because you're basically loving them in your love language.
Not in theirs.
Not in theirs.
I understand.
Right?
What you're saying.
So, guys, we need to fix that.
Yeah.
We really do need to fix that.
But I also feel like a lot of us, you see, it goes back to the culture thing, where we were taught to put so much of our focus into our work and be detail oriented and make sure you're on top of this and on top of that, and not take that same detail energy and detail oriented skills into our relationship.
Exactly.
Because we didn't see it growing up, and our parents didn't see it growing up either.
Right.
So it's like it's a cycle repeating itself, and guys, we need to break that cycle, hence breaking the silence.
Breaking the silence. You really need to break that cycle. You need to understand your partner. You need to get to know your partner. You need to know how your partner needs to be loved.
Study the person. Study them.
Sometimes it's not one person's fault.
Right.
It's the lack of communication.
True.
The other person, as much as the other person tried to get it out of them, they're not communicating what they need. They expect the other person to know.
Right.
The person cannot read your mind.
There's also other aspects to it. Life can be so unforgiving, man. Like when you have to work and you're stressed out and you have children to see about, I can see it being easy to have a relationship fall through the cracks when you're just trying to get by and you're trying to survive. So,
but that's where intentional, and that's why that has been my key word. Intent. You have to be, as much as life can get crazy, because it does at times, you have to be intentional. So yes, life has been crazy. You have to sit back and say, you know what? I know that's what Rochelle really loves. Intimacy. So you know what? This Sunday, I'm going to make time for her.
Yes.
And if I can't, you have a conversation about it and you explain to the person why it has not been the way that you want it to be.
Yeah.
And that the person will be more understanding, Cassie.
Which is even a better reason why we need to get out of survival mode. Y'all, that's very important. That's another topic we need to talk about.
Sip on this one, because we really do need to get out of
survival mode. Have us being a shells of ourselves, being zombies walking around on default mode, on autopilot. No, for real.
It's true.
And we squandering our relationships and good things that we have going on because we just don't have the capacity to take care of it the way that we need to. So all of that is part of it. We need to be taking better care of ourselves and our mental health.
Right.
And stop ignoring when you know you're in survival mode and you're in a bad situation or in a job that you should not be in. Like, I'm not saying get up and leave. I know everybody cannot do that. A lot of people. You have to start putting some sort of plan together to change your life and to be happy. Like, you have to keep working at it. You cannot just give up and just sit there and just be miserable, and then you expect your relationship to be great. It will not be. Your relationship with yourself not great. Why would it be great with that other person?
Right. So that's why you have to do the work on yourself, reiterating. Do the work on yourself before you enter a relationship, because whatever struggles that you're dealing with is going to show up in that relationship.
Exactly.
And that's not fair to the other person.
Exactly.